Thank you for viewing this video brought to you by Prosecutors Center for Excellence in Equitas. On May 12th, 2022, we hosted a recruitment and retention pop-up. The following presentation from that event by Shawnalyse Ochoa, an assistant chief from the San Diego County District Attorney's Office, walks you through a new model of engaging today's law students. A full biography, additional videos, and materials are available at pceinc.org under events. Thank you.
The DA Academy in a nutshell is a 1-week program that we created in this office. And what it does is explain who we are and how we do it. That's what it is. We threw open the doors to our office and invited specifically L1s, so your first year law student, through an application process to come into our office and learn about how we evaluate cases, how we receive reports, how we make issuing decisions, and everything else along the way. So we held the DA Academy in 2019 at one of our local law schools. And then in 2020, I was set to do the second round at a second law school here in San Diego, but COVID happened and of course shut that program down. So I want to talk to you some specifics about the program to see if it all might help any of you. What we did is design a program that shares all of the work that we do as if you were a district attorney. We really took ownership of the fact that these are going to be law school students who know very, very little about the law. Many of them as an L1 might not have even been an intern yet. And so we wanted to specifically connect with L1s who hadn't already made up their mind, who hadn't experienced a lot yet, and reached out to them specifically. So what we did is I created this flyer and I worked directly with the first law school, which is Cal Western School of Law here in San Diego. And I worked with their career department in marketing the academy, and they bought into it wholeheartedly. They were very excited about it. I went to the specialty bars specifically so that I can connect with diverse student body. So all of the bar organizations, I met with them individually. I tried to actually stay away from the criminal law section and criminal law bar organizations because we have them. So that wasn't really my draw. I really went to like Black Student Union, La Raza. I went to the Asian Pacific Islanders organization, LGBTQ. I met with actually through some career things that the law school was having that was just open to all the students. I met with students who were former military. I met with students who this was their second career. I just talked it up to anybody and everybody who would listen to me. And the way that I drew these people into something that they were not instinctively interested in, because if they hadn't joined the criminal law society or that section.
2 minutes left.
Oh, okay. They weren't necessarily thinking about us as a potential hiring. So I brought food in, I brought interesting speakers, I brought people from my office who told their individual story as to why they joined the district attorney's office to build that personal connection. I want to just run through this real quick since I'm already running out of time. So here's a flyer. So it's like a mock one for you guys to see what I used. The second flyer on the next slide, this is a description, how I describe what the 1-week academy would be. I talked about, they're going to learn about making bail arguments, about how we issue, they're going to get to go to court. So I tried to entice the students with, specifically for L1s who hadn't interned yet, with things that they couldn't get yet through their law school experience, with court time and meeting judges and also developing mentors. So I thought that would be really helpful. And then the next slide, please. I want to show you the application process, the application that we did, because we did have a written application. We did not exclude it to people who say they wanted to be a prosecutor. In fact, that really wasn't at all what we were looking for. We were trying to throw our doors open and reach out to people who wouldn't be interested. So we were looking at this as a way to amplify our voice and amplify our narrative of who we are, which is exactly what it did. We had set a goal of about 30 students. I think we had 33. This is a copy of my agenda for the week-long DA Academy. We had lots of things that we did. We had a day where it was really learning about a case, like how we issue and how we evaluate facts, how we charge, how we plea deal. We had a second day with mentors where they went to court. They watched preliminary hearings. They watched bail arguments. They met a couple of judges. We had a third day of advocacy where they learned how to do an opening statement and they learned how to do a direct exam. We also had a practice with media, if they had a media worthy case. What was that like with the cameras? And then we had our media staff peppering them with questions. They loved that. That was exciting for them. And then we had our prevention day where we talked about the prevention activities that we do. We have a tattoo removal program. We do outreach. We volunteer at some elementary schools with our project lead teaching civics to fifth graders. We had our success agents and Power League where we also mentor third and fourth graders. Our care center that's out in the community that does a lot for our community as well. And then our last day was here at Juvenile where we talked to them how to become a DA intern, graduate law clerk, or DA1 in the future. And they met with our hiring team. The last slide is the inaugural class. Right there in the middle is our elected DA, Summer Stephan. We also had our assistant DA there, our hiring director, our trainer, and this is the class. From this class, we had two people that one is now at DA here. Another one worked all the way through at GLC, and I have two others that are DAs elsewhere. I stay in contact with many of these kids, becoming a mentor with them. So this is what we have done in San Diego. And now with COVID a little bit quieting down, we're looking forward to starting DA Academy over again. Thank you so much for your time.